There's something quietly magical about a garden limited to just two colors. Blue and white feel like an early morning mist, like old porcelain, like a handwritten letter tucked into a book. Can you imagine a blue and white garden with mounds of silvery foliage? If you're planning a cottage garden or dreaming one into existence, this is about more than individual flowers. It's about mood, harmony, and choosing plants that create a feeling, calm, romantic, and timeless. Every cottage garden needs its anchors, the plants that hold the story together. These are the shrubs that give the garden its calm backbone. Even when nothing else is blooming, they hold the space. White roses bring a sense of permanence to the cottage garden. Romantic, enduring, and quietly elegant. Like a garden that has been loved for generations. White roses catch the light like folded paper. Hydrangeas are a beloved garden favorite for their lush blooms and classic beauty. They soften everything around them, their cloud-like blooms blurring the line between wild and cultivated, shifting gently with the seasons. Blue hydrangeas are a cottage garden favorite because true blue is rare in flowers, and rare things feel a little like magic. They feel almost like pieces of summer sky resting at shoulder height. Behind and between the shrubs rise the tall storytellers. Tall flowers draw the eye upward. They give the garden a sense of depth and a bit of wonder. Delphiniums rise like cathedral spires, lending height and storybook drama. A classic cottage flower that draws the eye upward. Afternoon shade is helpful. They don't like the heat and humidity, so if you can keep their roots cool, that would help too. Variety information provided below. Foxgloves feel almost magical. Tall, bell-shaped blooms that suggest woodland paths, secret gardens, and quiet wonder. In the middle layer, the garden begins to feel more relaxed and meadow-like. This is where the garden starts to feel alive instead of arranged, as the flowers dance and sway. Cornflowers bring a touch of the meadow, their true blue petals feeling carefree, like blue stars scattered through the beds. They dislike being transplanted, so direct sowing outside works best. Please hit the like button. Cosmos dance on delicate stems, adding lightness and motion, reminding us that cottage gardens should never feel too controlled. They prefer poor to average soil. Rich soil encourages leafy growth with fewer flowers. Nepeta, or catmint, spills and weaves through the garden like a soft blue haze, loved for its ease, its movement, and the bees it welcomes. Another flower that likes average to poor soil and gets upset in rich soil with floppy growth and fewer flowers. Blue flax brings simplicity and honesty. Small sky-colored blooms that open briefly, then vanish, teaching us to notice the moment. Blue flax does not like being transplanted once established, so choose its spot carefully. Blue flax self-sows lightly, creating a soft, natural look over time. Some flowers are meant to be discovered up close. They reward slow looking. These detail flowers, with their close-up magic, are what make visitors pause and lean in. Dahlias add structure and drama. They're perfect forms grounding the garden while still feeling lush and generous. Cut flowers frequently. This actually promotes more blooms. Nigella, or Love in a Mist, is all fine lines and hidden beauty, offering blooms that feel intricate and fleeting. If you want continuous blooms, deadhead spent flowers regularly. If you love decorative seed pods, allow some flowers to mature. A blue and white garden becomes truly cohesive when you weave in silver foliage. They add softness you can see. Silver foliage blends everything. Lamb's ear softens the garden at ground level, its velvety leaves inviting touch and adding a silvery calm between blooms. Lamb's ear produces tall flower spikes with small purple-pink flowers in late spring and summer. Many gardeners cut off flower stalks because they only want the foliage, but I enjoy watching the bees buzz among them. Dusty Miller anchors the palette, offering contrast and texture, and reminding us that foliage is just as important as the flowers. Dusty Miller reflects light and cools the palette, especially in bright sun. Artemisia acts as a quiet backdrop, its cool-toned foliage giving the blues and whites room to breathe. It brings a feathery herbal haze, old world and slightly wild. Artemisia is also known as mugwort, wormwood, or sagebrush. What I love most about a limited color cottage garden is how it changes your mood. You're shaping how the space feels. Calm instead of busy, soft instead of loud. It feels peaceful without being plain, romantic without being overly sweet, timeless instead of trendy. Structured but still alive. Let your garden begin the way a bouquet does, with a feeling, a palette, and a quiet sense of intention. And from there, let it grow into something beautifully your own.